beautiful people, and welcome back to another video by your girl here, Big Bubbly Beauty. It's great to see you all again. So today we are trying out a new subscription box, and this is BoxyCharm. Because I ordered it at the end of a month, they actually sent me that month plus the next month. So I have two to review at one time, which is a pretty good way to review these boxes. So I'm excited to get into these. I watch a lot of Alexandria, and she reviews these quite frequently, and I like her format where she reviews them and then tries out the makeup that's in them after she gets them. So I'm really excited. Let's get into them. So I don't know which one is which. Let's gonna start with the smaller box, which came with this as well. And this is the Dr. Brandt Hydrobiotic Recovery Sleep Mask. It says it deeply hydrates and moisturizes to reduce redness and signs of irritation. So I like a lot of Dr. Brandt products, so I'm quite excited to do this. To try it. I mean, if you're wondering, yes, I have a lot of acne on my face, and yes, normally I would cover it up with some concealer, but because she usually tries on the stuff at the end and I want to do the same thing, I'm barefaced right now. So this is the sleeping mask. That smells interesting. I'm trying to place how that smells, but really it just smells like a lot of herbs. Like a lot. But you just put this on your skin before bed. You don't rinse it, you use it nightly. Wow. And it's for all skin types? We'll have to try this to see. I'm not sure. We'll see. Now, time for the actual BoxyCharm box itself. Let's see what's inside. Yes, I have an X-Acto knife. It makes this easier, okay? So this is a little card that tells me what's inside, and it says breaking the ice. I'm going to assume that means it's January. Okay, so let's just start with this. So this is a Skin & Co. Roma Truffle Therapy Polishing Micro Exfoliating Truffle Face Gommage. What the frick is that? I'm going to put it in the video spelling wise, but what the actual heck is that? Alright, and it's just telling you that you apply it and then you rinse it off after a few minutes. But, like, what the heck is a gommage? Also, this is hard to get open. Oh my lord. We're going to do it the way that they expect you to do it, which is, you know, more normal. But since when have I been normal? It smells pretty good. It smells actually a bit like almonds. Yeah, it smells sweet and like almonds, and it does have almonds in it. And something called black truffle extract, apricot seed powder, which makes sense in terms of what things actually are. And then there's something called squalene and allantoin. What? Okay, so it's saying for the black truffle extract, it's anti-aging, antioxidant, and the apricot seed powder is supposed to exfoliate, and the almond extract is supposed to deep cleanse, remove makeup dirt and oil, and the squalene is extracted from olive oil. It's an oil to help It's an oil to help nourish your skin, and it's supposed to mimic skin sebum to regulate moisture and oil production. And allantoin is a skin conditioner. Why not just say it's derived from olive oil, and why call it something weird? I don't know. We'll give this a shot. I'm a bit skincare overloaded, quite honestly, with boxes, so I don't know how much use this will get, but we're gonna try it, and if I like it, then I'll keep it, and I'll keep trying it, but if I don't like it, I might pass it on, because my skin's quite sensitive. It's the Avant 8-Hour Radiance Renewal Sleeping Mask. Why would they give me two sleeping masks? That doesn't make any sense. This one actually smells quite nice, though. Do I know what it smells like? No. It smells like conditioner. Supply a thin layer to clean dry skin and allow it to absorb. It does not tell you how often to do it. Guess it's nightly as well. Not sure how much use we'll get out of that either, if I'm being fully honest. But let's get into the next thing. Okay, this box is a little heavy on the skincare. I usually expected more makeup and stuff from these. I don't know why. Maybe I just got a weird one. But this is the 24/7 Retinol Eye Cream with Ruby Crystal Complex by Dr. Brandt. Honestly, if this is similar to the eye cream that I use to help brighten my under eyes for some of my makeup routine, I'm not going to be mad at it. I do like it. I like that one anyway, so hopefully it's the same and does the same thing. We'll try this one, I guess, before we do our makeup look, just to give some of the skincare a shot because there is so much of it in this box. But moving on, we have Grande Drama Intense Thickening Mascara with Castor Oil. That doesn't sound like something I want to put on my face at all. Like, why would I want to put castor oil on my face? Sure, I'm gonna do it anyways, but I don't want to. Sound is so satisfying. This feels odd. It looks like it should be like smooth and easy to like run your hands over, but it's quite like, it's a little rough somehow. Like, it doesn't feel smooth. I mean, it looks pretty standard. Does it smell like oil? No, it smells like mascara. So maybe this is a normal thing. Sure, we'll try this, even though it kind of scares me. The last thing I have in this box right now is this Too Faced Diamond Light Diamond Fire Highlighter. And oh, I like this packaging. Oh, this is nice. I've got something solid in it. This is a one-of-a-kind highlighter infused with real crushed diamond powder. That does not sound comfortable. And light reflecting pearls for a brilliant fancy pink diamond glow that will have you on planet shimmer. I'm sorry, diamond powder is inside this? That doesn't seem right. That doesn't seem like it's going to be sustainable. How much does this cost then if it's got diamonds in it? Like, I don't get it. And it kind of, like, in my experience, diamonds are one of the hardest rocks ever. So is it gonna cut me? I know that's kind of stupid, but at the same time, that's what's going through my head. Anyways, back to the packaging though. The box is really cute. You open it up and then there's like this little jewelry box inside of it. It's got a little button here as well, and which does absolutely nothing besides look pretty. Ooh. Okay, so this is the actual highlight itself. It's pink, but it's got some like gold bits to it as well. Doesn't change color as far as I can tell, but it's soft though. It's really soft to touch. And we're just gonna try that there. Yeah, it kind of has like an icy glow and then a pinkness to it as well. The actual product here looks pretty solid. Like, I quite like it. So we're gonna try it on the face, see how it does. This is like a lot of product. This is a lot of product though. Like, I would never go through this, I think, in my entire life. So that's it for highlighters, folks. That's all I need. How would you use that all up before it expires? I guess if you did makeup more regularly than I do, but I don't. So I would never use that before it expires. So now here's the moment of truth. It'll tell me how much everything is worth, and I'll let you know honestly whether or not I think it's worth it. So the Too Faced Cosmetics Diamond Light Highlighter is $36. For me, seems like a lot to pay for a single highlighter. However, because they said it has diamond powder in it, which seems kind of excessive, but it's probably where most of your cost is coming from, is the literal diamonds that are inside this, which is probably why it's in a jewelry box. So it doesn't actually seem that weird, even though it's not something that I would ever pay for a highlighter. The Dr. Brandt Skincare 24/7 Retinol Cream is $55. Not surprising considering it is Dr. Brandt. It is a bit more of an expensive brand, and I do like a lot of their products, but I get them in subscription boxes so I don't have to pay full price for them. But I do like a lot of their products, and I find that they're really good quality, so I'm excited to see how this actually works, but that's not surprising considering the brand. So next up is the Skin & Co. Truffle Therapy Face Gommage. Again, what the frick is a gommage? Am I even saying that? Gommage? Oh, that sounds weird. I hope it's not that. This is $28, which I actually was going to roast them because I thought they were going to make this super expensive because it's black truffle and all that, but $28 is actually probably reasonable for a tube this size. That sounds about right, in all honesty. So, okay. Fair enough, but I don't think I would use this very often. Maybe it'll tell me what the heck gommage is. Let's look. Nope, it does not. It does not. It's just an exfoliator. I don't know why they called it a gommage or whatever the hell it's gommage. Both of them sound weird. I'm gonna go with gommage because it just feels better. So next is the Avant Skincare 8-Hour Radiance Renewal Sleeping Mask, and this was $107. I'm sorry, what? For this small tube? This is a sample, right? Like, what? It's so small, and it's a face mask. Why is a face mask so expensive? What does it have in it? It doesn't look like it has anything that extreme in it. Yeah, so like water, obviously it's the first ingredient. then hydrogenated polydecene, which, okay, glycerin, pretty normal, so shea butter, because I'm not going to pronounce the rest of that, propylene glycol, sweet almond oil, something else. Nothing in here seems like a thing that would make me want to pay $108 for this. Unless it's made of magic. Does it feel magical? No, it looks like a normal cream. I really don't get it. As I said, it smells really good. $107 for this little tube of product. They're crazy. Moving on. Last but not least is the Grand Cosmetics Intense Thickening Mascara. And this is $25, which also, who would pay 25 bucks for mascara? And like, I draw the line at 15 because that's expensive in my mind for mascara. Like, it's a thing that goes bad in like 3 months. Like, I don't get why or how a mascara should be 25 bucks, but it's not as ridiculous as this being 105. Even the freaking Dr. Brandt thing was cheaper. Anyways, overall, the value of the box is quite high, but that's because this sucker cost $100. Yeah. And in terms of makeup, I got one little sad little highlighter and that's it. Oh, well, I guess in the mascara, but mascaras are mascaras. So that was the first box. Still reeling at this whole thing. I think for what I paid for it though, it's not bad. I'm discounting this because this is overpriced and it's ridiculous. But for these, not mad. I'm actually quite happy with these 3 products. And this, I keep kind of putting it down, but I really don't have an exfoliator that I like. So if this is a good exfoliator, then sure, it was worth it. This thing was ridiculously overpriced. I don't understand how it's $100. If this was like 30 bucks, let's say, that's fine for me. Like the highlighter, I feel like should be priced around $20. This around $15. This I will give it is probably $40 to $50, just knowing the brand and what it does, and that the stuff is actually quite good. This $20 to $30. Not terrible actually, but you still get a pretty good value for your money if you view it from what I would typically pay for these products. It's actually quite a good value for the money still. I'm not sure how much use I'm going to get out of some of these, and I'm very happy that I have another box to open, because if I tried to do a try on of that, I would have mascara and a highlighter and that's it. So let's open this bigger box here and see what's inside. Hopefully I'm a bit happier with this one, because admittedly, that was the only box that I ever got from them. I wouldn't want to resubscribe. That is again though, because I'm going for more makeup heavy things rather than like skincare heavy, because I get too much skincare and my skin is very sensitive, so I need to find a regimen and stick to it. So trying out lots of different skincare things usually does not do well for my skin. So I was hoping for more makeup, but it's still a good value. It just wouldn't be something that I would regularly want, because it's just not the types of products that I would regularly want. So let's see what's inside this one, because hopefully this one's a bit more promising in terms of actual makeup. Oh, what the heck. This is my second box ever from them. Why did I get 2? Also, it wasn't listed on that first card, which is kind of weird. Is it listed on this card maybe? Like, did they just mix up and give me 2 of them by accident? I'm gonna keep this one in the box though, because I'm gonna give it as a gift then, because it's not been opened and I have one right there that I just reviewed. That's so weird. Okay. Ooh, brushes! I'm liking this box already a lot better because I can see more makeup in it. Where was the little card though that goes with this box? This one had a card with it to tell you what was in the box. This one did not. We're just gonna go ahead with this. Oh, these are cute. Oh my god, okay. So this is the, okay, so this is a bronzer brush. I have no idea what this brand is. What? No, I have no idea what that says. It's very stylized and but it's a bronzer brush. Oh, it's got interesting little like, almost like a paw print on the brush. Yes, I say paw print because I have dogs and that's what it makes me think of. It's like got little bumps on it and just, it's soft though. I don't really use bronzer too much, but maybe I should. Okay, I'm excited to use this brush. And this one is, still have no idea what the brand is, and I'd be able to tell you the brand if I had the little card that's supposed to be in there, but there is no card, so yeah. This is a complexion brush. What is a complexion brush? Ooh, She's soft. But seriously, what's a complexion brush? Like, what does that mean? I mean, it looks a bit like a blush highlight type of brush, but I have no idea. I don't do makeup. Oh, sorry, this is a brightening brush. So bronzer, complexion brush, blush maybe, and then a brightening brush, which is gonna be for the highlighter. So this is kind of like for your 3 steps. Oh, that's soft. They're so soft, and I like the rose gold a lot. So I actually really like these brushes so far already. I like this box already a lot better, even though it's not telling me what is in it and what I'm not, what I don't have, what I have, what I might be missing, all that stuff. So I'm gonna try and look it up at the end and just see if I can find a card for it. So next are these facial radiance pads, which help exfoliate, tone, and brighten. And they're alcohol free. It says wipe pad across the face, neck, once or twice daily after cleansing. And they're by First Aid Beauty. I've been interested to try out some of their stuff. Like, some of their stuff looks really interesting. We'll get to try it out today, I guess. They actually don't smell too bad. I expected them to smell medicine-y, because that's usually what toners are like for me, is they smell a little bit like medicine, but these actually smell pretty good. So we'll try those today. Everyday Vacay by Ciate London, and it's a coconut setting powder. Interesting. So it's delicately scented, it says. We'll see about that. But this is the setting powder, and it says apply generously to areas with concealer to bake and set makeup. Leave on for 3 to 5 minutes and then sweep off the excess for a crease-free, soft, focused finish. Lightly dust oil-prone areas using a large fluffy brush for a soft touch matte finish. Thank you for telling me how to do this. Thank you, actually. Okay, so, but it's coconut. Is setting powder, what is setting powder normally made out of? I actually have no idea, but we're gonna try it. My triumphant moment of getting this off was unfortunately cut off by the camera shutting off. Great. But this is setting powder. Doesn't really smell much like anything. Oh, there it is. It does smell like coconut very faintly. You know, I like that. It is actually lightly scented. I will give them that. They did a good job on making it lightly scented. Thank you. Everyday Vacay Coconut Setting Powder. Well, we'll try that out. We'll see how it does. Oh, I think I have this. This is the Pure 4-in-1 Correcting Primer. It says energize and rescue with aloe, coconut water, and probiotics, and it's silicone free. Actually, I think this is slightly different than the Pure Correcting Primer I have already. It's a different packaging, at least. I don't think I liked my other Pure Primer that much, though. I think because it was like too heavy or something. This one sounds like it might not be, and it might be moisturizing, so I'm willing to give this one a shot. It smells pretty good. Whoa, this looks bougie. So it says Iconic, a Day to Slay eyeshadow palette. Okay, create endless beautiful looks with these 20 highly pigmented peach, pink, bronze, and gold shades. Soft velvety powders include a mixture of mattes, shimmers, and glitters for flawless day to night looks. And I like that it's got the gold and the embossing on the inside too of the palette. I'm actually getting really excited for this one. This looks amazing already. I like it already. Okay. Ooh, okay, yay! Because when they said peach and pink, I was expecting something a lot more shimmery and pink, like a lot more pink. This is a fairly good neutral palette. Oh my god, this is actually exactly what I would want in a palette. Oh, holy crap. This is like they read my mind for what I would want for makeup. It's got shimmers, it's got mattes, it's got a lot of neutral colors. I like this. And some of the colors are great. So in the nude, Copper Me Fancy, 24 karat gold, Merlot Mondays, Taupe de Taupe. Some of these names are actually really great. Okay, let's grab a few of the shades. This in the nude, Copper Me Fancy, Merlot Mondays, and Girl Boss. Because you knew I was going to go into that shade, let's be honest. So let's try this out. Okay. The in the nude is not highly pigmented, but they're all very soft feeling, even the glitters. This one. Whoa. Okay, that one's very pigmented. That's the Copper Me Fancy. Holy cow. Okay. Ooh, that's really nice too. It's not as pigmented, but it's still quite smooth and nice, and that was the Merlot Mondays. And then this shimmer here was the Girl Boss, which is nicely pigmented as well. All the glitters go on very nicely. Like, they don't feel scratchy at all. So that's quite nice. And they're decently pigmented. Like, I'm actually really surprised with these metallics. These are really nice. Oh my. Okay. I really like that. This is a great palette. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. I'm excited for this one. I really am. This is gonna be great. So this box was definitely much more up my alley in terms of what I wanted from the box. I did get a repeat, which was a little weird. These brushes, a primer, like essentially a cleansing pad to put on your makeup with, and a setting powder. Pretty well what I wanted and what I expected this box to be like. Very makeup heavy, very good makeup products. I'm excited to try these. So let's see if I can find how much this stuff might have been worth online. Let's give it a shot. So the iconic London Day to Slay eyeshadow palette was $62, which, you know what, fair enough. It's a pretty big palette. The shades are creamy. They're very pigmented, at least the metallics are. And it looks like a very good and useful box. So a useful palette, I should say. So I'm not upset about that actually at all. There was apparently a mascara option, which I'm not sure what I got instead of it, but I think I got something else instead of that. So the things that I got were the eyeshadow palette, the brushes. This thing has a mascara option, a hand cream option, and then the primer. So the other two, I guess, are the setting powder and then this thing. Which again, this thing's not included in that description. What? The Alamar. Is that what the frick? Is that what it says? Oh, might help if I actually put them right side up instead of upside down. So I was trying to look at them like that, and it did not make any sense. But if you look at them like that, it makes a little bit more sense. Okay, fine. Alamar brushes trio, and it was $36. The First Aid Beauty facial radiance pads were $17. Everyday Vacay setting powder was $22. This Pure Cosmetics 4-in-1 correcting primer was $33. This is not bad. I am happy with all of that. So this was definitely much more up my alley. This one, not so much. Maybe that's because I didn't make it in time to actually have my choices, because you can pick some of the stuff that comes, and I would not have picked that much of skincare. But let's now try and get this all of my face. I'm excited actually. I don't know why I'm so excited, but I am. So first things first, I'm going to try out these facial radiance pads, which help exfoliate, tone, and brighten the face. These are so cold because they've been in my basement. Oh my god, they're cold. They're cold, they're cold, cold, cold. Don't entirely know how you judge this, but it smells really good. They're very cold, but that's not actually their fault. It's because they've been in the basement. My filming room is in the basement of my house, and so it just gets cold down here sometimes. Next step is obviously not something that's included in here, but moisturizing, because my lips are dry. So dry. Dry as the Sahara Desert. Yep. Actually, before I try out the primer, I'm going to try out the 24/7 Retinol Eye Cream with Ruby Crystal Complex. Apply to the bone area of the eye from the outside corner of the eye inward. It's not where I thought it would go. Do you guys notice a difference? Also, I'm sorry if you guys hear random banging or thumping throughout this, but my dog is outside of this room right now because I had a few makeup products kind of going every which way, and I didn't want him to be in the way of anything. And I also just didn't want him to eat any makeup because it's incredibly bad for dogs. So he's not inside, and he's very, very sad outside the door right now. It's breaking my heart a little bit, but it's better for him not to be in here, so he's not coming in. Those little exfoliator pads work pretty good as an impromptu makeup remover wipe, which is kind of nice. I know it's a little odd, I get it. It's okay. Okay, so next is the primer. Now with that eye cream, I don't think I noticed much difference, but it might be more of a you use it a lot and then you notice a difference kind of thing, rather than a you use it once and you notice a difference kind of thing. So this is the 4-in-1 Correcting Primer by Pure. I think this one actually feels much better than the other one that I had already. Like, it feels much smoother. I actually like it when the primers feel more like liquids, because then it's less feeling like plastic going on your face. So that's kind of nice. And it smells really good too. It smells like a coconut sunscreen, which I know is a bit of an odd thing to love the smell of, but I don't care. I love it. Because this doesn't come with an eye primer. I'm just going to pull it on my eyes as well. I know, scandalous. Who does that? Me. So it's 4-in-1 correcting, and I do have lots of things to correct, so let's see if it helps out with any of these wonderful spots and bags under my eyes. As well as with the pores and with the acne. The face is primed. It actually feels quite hydrating. I'm pleasantly surprised. Like, it's tacky, so there's a good base for the makeup to sit on, but it feels hydrated. Like, my skin actually feels like it got some moisture with that, which is quite nice. I like it when makeup does double duty because then I don't need as much of it. I actually did a pretty good job of smoothing out some of my pores. I'll give it that. Don't know if it made any impact on the under eye bags or the acne though, but did a good job on the pores. I had a moment there where I wasn't sure what foundation to use, and then I decided to use my Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation because it's so far still my favorite and I wanted to wear it again. So we're gonna go with that one. Now, I did tan a lot on my vacation, so I actually have no idea which one is the best match for my skin anymore, so this is gonna be fun.
One eternity later.
There's that done. Moving on to the actual products I'm reviewing, now I can review the brushes. So the first brush is, there's the bronzer brush, the highlighter brush, and the complexion brush. So we're going to start with the bronzer brush, and I just picked up a bronzer here. This is the Ish bronzer in terracotta. It might be too dark for me. We are going to see. We're going to try it. This brush feels so soft. Oh my god. I hope that this is set enough. It does feel pretty dry, so should be fine now. Okay, there we go. I think it applied very well. It's more stiff than I thought it would be to help deposit the product, so it feels almost like it's going to take my makeup off. Now, it didn't, but that's what it felt like. Next is the complexion brush, which I'm going to assume, probably wrong, but assume is for blush. What is the complexion brush for? Is it for setting powder or something? It doesn't seem like the right kind of brush for a setting powder. We've already established that I don't know much about makeup, so. This is the Art Deco blush in Little Romance. These brushes are so soft. It's like a nice fuzzy little blanket that's just being dragged across your face. And that doesn't sound very nice, but in reality, it feels so good. Oh, these brushes are so soft. I really like these brushes. They deposit the pigment pretty well. Brushes are solid. I like them a lot. They're so soft. Okay, now time to try out a highlighter. We're obviously going to go with the one that I got from Too Faced. Here, this Pearl Fancy Pink Diamond highlighter. So cool. Like, again though, how in the world would you use enough of this, like, before it expires? I don't get it. Also, this is like a huge package for it, so it's not the most practical packaging either, but it's really cute, so I don't care. Alright, highlighter time. That is a nice highlight. I like it a lot, actually. It's a bit subtle. Might be picking up better on camera, but I really like that as a highlighter. The pink highlight works really well, especially with the blush color that I picked. I'm happy with that. I'm actually gonna use it up here too. I know it's a little weird, but no one said I do anything normal. Nice. And then a little boop. Okay, so the brushes are great. The highlighter is really good. Like, it's soft. It does a pretty good highlight. It adds more of like a glow or a shimmer, not as much of a glitter, which is actually something I'm partial to. The thing that I was worried about was that it wouldn't be soft because of the actual crushed diamond in it, but it is quite soft. So overall, great highlighter, great brushes. I'm happy. What's next? The setting powder. And then I'm going to be putting this, I'm going to try baking my face, which I've never done before. So we're going to grab some powder and press. Oh, this stuff smells so good. This stuff smells so heavenly. Oh my lord, it smells like coconut. It wasn't lying. It smells so good. It smells like vacation. I want to go back. I just came back, but I want to go back again because it was so much fun. I had such a good time in the Dominican and I just want to go back. I just came back, so I'm still missing, like, I'm very happy to have been back with my dogs. I missed my dogs so much. Oh, this smell just reminded me of the tropical paradise. And I want to go back to the sunshine. Winter is still here, and I don't like winter. On smell alone, regardless of how it looks, on smell alone, it is a win. And it's lightly scented, so it's not making me choke. It's just like a nice, light coconut smell. Oh my god. Kind of makes you want to eat it. You shouldn't eat it though. Don't eat it. Don't eat it. That actually did a pretty good job. Like, I feel like it blurred a lot of my face. Like, when I'm looking in the mirror, I feel like some parts of my face, like my pores, are blurry. in a good way. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Hopefully you do, but I like it. Next is the iconic eyeshadow London eyeshadow palette, blah, 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 blah. Anyways, this beauty that is from Day to Slay. So it's a day to night conversion, but I'm just going to do one look because, just because. As a base, at least, I think the In the Nude is a great all over shade. This is a great, the Marshmallow is a great under brow shade, and Icon is a great like inner eye corner pop. Then I'm going to start with that and then go from there. In the Nude. I'm going to pick up a lot on this brush and we're going to tap her in there. So I don't know if it's because In the Nude is like a really good actual match for my skin and it's a very true nude color for me, or if it's just not very pigmented, because it's hard to tell if I'm getting any on the eyes. But I'm going to go with, I think that's because it's a very good nude shade for me. Like it's a perfect match for my skin, because I think I see a difference. Like it looks like it's going from a patchy color to like a straight color when I put it on, and I think that's because it's just a very good match for my actual skin tone. And then Marshmallow under the brows, and the Icon was the inner eye pop, which I will save actually. An outer darker, a shine, leave this as nude, and then do an inner eye pop. For the outer darker, because I want to keep it still fairly neutral, I think I might go for Ultimate Tan or Taupe de Taupe. Because it's the outer eye, I think I might just do actually the lid back over in this Peaches and Dreams shade and then do the Taupe de Taupe on the outside. Or should I do the Ultimate Tan because it's more orangey? Ooh, or this Bellini shade. Let's have some fun. Let's do Bellini. Peaches and Dreams and then Bellini. Okay, this one's not very pigmented, unfortunately. It's a nice shade. It's just not changing the color very much. Because I'm not picking up insignificant amounts on this brush to pat it in there. Like I'm picking up a lot and it's not paying off in terms of color. So next is Bellini on the outer corner, and I'm hoping this is more pigmented because the other one just really was not that much of a good color payoff. Oh yeah, this one's much better. I'm just dabbing it here in the outer side of my eyeball up into that crease, blending it outward and forward. Same thing on the other side. It's still subtle, but I think that's the color I chose. It did have like a good color pop when I first put it on the eye. So next is the VIP Vibes in the middle, just for a little bit of shimmer. This is not wanting to pick up on the brush. I'm just gonna tap it there in that middle, just to give a little bit of a middle of the eyelid pop. Oh wow, that is shiny. That's a good one. Same thing on this side, just to add a little bit of shimmer to that middle of the eye. That's got good shine to it. It's a very nice shimmer too. Like it's not like a chunky glitter, it's just like a nice smooth glitter. And then in the middle, inner corner, as I said before, is going to be Iconic. Grab a lot on that little brush there and just pop it right in here. Ooh, that is some nice shine. So this palette really does shimmers very well. Straight colors are a little bit more iffy because they're not seeming to be super pigmented. But the shimmers are literally amazing. They go on so nice, they feel so smooth, and they sparkle. Like they're very good. They're very, very good for very little product. I'll give them that. So the shimmers are great. Then just under the eye there, I'm just going to pull a little bit more of that Bellini shade down. Actually, let's do Peaches and Dreams because I don't want to make this eye look too heavy. Just to tie it a little together around the whole eye. There we go. At the risk of being controversial, I'm not going to put on eyeliner. I just don't think it's going to add too much to this look. It's a fairly neutral look. It's fairly night look. It's more of the day than the night kind of thing in terms of this Everyday Slay palette. So I'm just going to actually just try out the mascara that I did unceremoniously just dump on the ground a few minutes ago. But we're going to try this Grand Drama Intense Thickening Mascara with castor oil. We'll see how this goes. So it's actually doing quite a good job of grabbing each lash and separating them. So I'll give it that. Plus it's got like a bit of lengthening effect almost. So we're going to let that coat dry and I'm going to try it on the other side. But it's actually pretty good mascara so far. I'll give it that. It's doing a good job. It's doing what it should. You have to apply it very sparingly though in that first coat, because otherwise it will clump, which is a little annoying. So you have to be careful with how much you apply for sure on your first coat. We're gonna go back in with it on the other side, see if we can build up the drama a bit more. Close side, the first coat applied perfectly. And the second coat is doing pretty good too, actually. Like, it is actually thickening them up quite well. I feel a bit like I'm wearing falsies because it's very thick. So this mascara is actually doing a pretty good job of lifting, separating, and thickening all my lashes. So I actually feel like, especially on this side where it did like a really good job, it feels like I'm wearing falsies. My lashes look good. I might try one more coat actually on this side, just to see if I can build it up to the same level as the other side. Because for some reason, and this happens with almost every coat of mascara I ever put on my eyes, is that the right eye always takes it better than the left one for some reason. Yeah, there we go. All right, so let me just pop on a lip color and we'll give the final thoughts. Actually, I really like a lot of these products. So the brushes were amazing. The mascara, I was giving it a hard time, but it's actually quite a good mascara. I have to get some credit for that. This Too Faced highlighter is overpriced a lot more product than honestly I think you need in a single highlighter, but it's a really good highlighter. Like, I like the highlighter. This palette, I have mixed feelings on. I feel like the straight shades could be a little bit more pigmented on the eyelids, but these shimmer shades are incredible. They're like pure gold in a palette. This is a shimmer shade palette. If you need good shimmer shades, this is what I would get. And then the primer I think did really well. Like, my makeup adhered to it quite well, and the setting powder also interacted well with everything else that was on my face. And of course, I freaking loved how it smelled. It smelled amazing. So that is my review on the BoxyCharm subscription box and the items that were inside. I like quite a bit of the items that you get. I think it's a decent value for money, except that I wasn't as excited by it as I thought I was going to be. Like, you get some pretty good products in here, I will admit, and I might keep it going for another few months, but then after that, I don't know if I'm going to keep it long term. We're going to give it a shot. We're going to see how we do, and we're just going to go from there. But for now, I'm actually quite happy with everything that I got this time, although the first box was a lot more skincare than I need. The second box was almost all beauty, like almost exclusively beauty. So I guess it balances out in the end. And if you want to see more of the beauty box, subscription box type category, more of this BoxyCharm unboxing, then let me know in the comments down below. And I will see you next time, beautiful people. Bye!